If you have ever been betrayed by someone you thought that you loved, someone you thought that you cared for, someone you thought that cared for you, someone you thought that you supported and they supported you, vice versa, if you have ever experienced this terrible feeling, if you have ever felt this anguish in your body when you are realizing that the person you were loving, the person you were caring for, the person you were supporting betrayed you, is the worst experience anyone can go through, man or woman. Hell, even an animal going through this betrayal when they're seeing their owner is literally throwing them away, throwing them onto the street. Any type of betrayal is horrible, man, because I'm pretty sure everyone in the world has experienced this. I'm pretty sure you're watching this video right now. Yes, I'm looking at you, I'm pointing at you. I'm pretty sure you have experienced betrayal. Your mom has experienced this. I'm pretty sure your dad has experienced this. Your auntie, your grandma, your cousin, your uncle, your siblings, your pet, anyone in your family tree, your friends, your teacher, your janitor, your police officer, your parole officer, your probation officer. I'm pretty sure everyone you know, they have been betrayed before. And it's crazy to think that betrayals, they are not limited to fictional characters, because one fictional character I have in mind that has been betrayed recently is Peacemaker. And in this episode, Peacemaker season 2 episode 4, Peacemaker got betrayed, man. But the thing is, he did not get betrayed by the person that I thought would be betraying him. He got betrayed by someone that, even though I should have expected in hindsight, when I was witnessing this, I was shocked because I didn't think that Peacemaker would get slimed by this person. Now, I thought that Johnny Economos would unintentionally and unwillingly slam out Peacemaker because he is currently working for Argus. He is currently tasked on spying Peacemaker's house. He is spying on Peacemaker's whereabouts. I thought that it will be Johnny Economos, but he will turn out to be a real nigga. He will turn out to be a real one. The real person that will slime out Peacemaker is going to be revealed later in the video, but I will talk about one person that is literally causing Peacemaker to get slammed out, and that person is Rick Flag Sr. You have to understand Rick Flag Sr.'s frustrations with Peacemaker. Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Jr., and you have to also realize that, remember, in Creature Commandos, Rick Flag Sr., the bride, and every member of Creature Commandos, they betrayed Amanda Waller's orders. They knew that what Amanda Waller was doing was inhumane. But the thing is, Rick Flag Sr., he will later reveal this to the person he is trying to get to slime Peacemaker. He will tell this to that person, and he will say that Peacemaker should have betrayed Amanda Waller's orders. But the thing is, Peacemaker did not. Peacemaker did what he thought was necessary, and what he thought was necessary is killing my son Rick Flag Jr. But Rick Flag Sr.'s relentless and persistent hunt for Peacemaker is not stopping anytime soon, because he is telling every single person that is working for Argus to go to Peacemaker's house, and he is telling Langston, he is telling Sasha Bordeaux, he is telling Red Saint Wild, and he is telling another unwilling participant, and that unwilling participant is John Economos, man. And you know, they're following the story from the last episode. They have the location for Peacemaker's house. They have all of the anomalies that Peacemaker has created due to Peacemaker constantly going in and out of that pocket dimensional door. So now Rick Flag Sr., he has Peacemaker in his sights, but he is not going to do the dirty work right now. The main person that is leading this team, the main person that is leading this operation, her name is Sasha Bordeaux. And man, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro, Sasha Bordeaux, in my honest opinion, was unintentionally the best thing about this episode, because damn, she really looks so good in this episode, man. Let me not simp too much, but I just have to say one more thing. Sasha Bordeaux, she is always going to be unintentionally the best thing about Peacemaker season 2, man. But Sasha Bordeaux's character so far, I really like her character. I really like that she's a no-nonsense person. I really like that she also has a sense of humor, because while they were driving to Peacemaker's house, you know, Johnny Economos was claiming that Langston, was giving him a wink as Langston was calling Sasha Bordeaux, and she was a little bit frustrated with how they were going off topic and how they were going off track. So she was questioning Langston, asking him, wait, so did you actually wink at him? And Langston, he was nearly stuttering, and he was trying to say, no, I didn't wink at Johnny Economos. Me winking at Johnny Economos was, I got your back, I got his back. She was kind of just, egging on that conversation, and later in the episode, she would later wink at Langston when their entire plan fails, but I'll get to that part later. But they were driving to the house, and Johnny Economos, he is actually a real nigga. Johnny Economos, at first, I thought he was gonna slime Peacemaker. Someone else is going to slime Peacemaker later. But Johnny Economos, man, I thought he was gonna slime my boy, but he didn't. Johnny Economos, he secretly was texting Peacemaker. He secretly was alerting to Peacemaker that his house is about to get infiltrated and he's about to get arrested. So Peacemaker was lying down on his bed. He was resting. He was relaxing. Then he now got that message. He now instantly started to panic. He was telling Eagly, yo, stop eating the food in the fridge. We need to go right now. We are under attack. Peacemaker, he was quick on his feet. He found the device that is needed in order to open and to transport this pocket dimensional doorway. But now I'm going to talk about this pocket dimensional doorway for a bit, and we're going to have to go back in time because we saw a flashback scene at the beginning of the episode, and this flashback scene is showing Peacemaker, his brother, and his father, the racist ass nigga, and they were hunting in the woods, and his father, he beats up his children, he slaps his children, he will later slap Peacemaker, but they stumble across this alien, and this alien, he's scared, he's a little alien, he looks a little bit weird, but he's lost in the woods, and Peacemaker's dad, he point blank range shoots this alien in cold blood. He kills this alien, and Peacemaker, I think that was Peacemaker because he was trying to tell his dad, no, don't kill the alien. Then Peacemaker's dad now slapped him in his face, but Peacemaker's dad stumbled across something in this woods. He stumbled across this device, and this device is the pocket dimensional doorway that Peacemaker's dad had in the first season, and now Peacemaker has acquired this dimensional doorway in season 2. So now we see the origin of the dimensional doorway. We see that the only thing you need is this helmet type of device that you can just push some round buttons in between the middle console of the device, and you can toy around with the device. But when you now get everything right, the device creates this dimensional rift, and you can now transport this device to a different location, but you have to do it in the middle of an open doorway. So after that, we're seeing Peacemaker, he's running through the woods. Johnny Economos, he was a real nigga. He alerted Peacemaker. Peacemaker ran away. As Peacemaker is running, we see a very good fight scene, and we see Judo Master. He's doing backflips following Peacemaker. Now, before I continue with the fight, I want to talk about Judo Master real quick. I don't really like his costume. I wish his costume was more comic accurate. I wish, they have the red and the yellow spandex that he usually has in the comics. I really like that his costume's material is kind of bland, and his costume doesn't have too much militaristic vibes to it, but I wish that they changed the colors. I wish that they remove the green and they go with the red and yellow. Now that's enough nitpicking about Judo Master. Let me actually praise this fight. And I really like this fight because when they're fighting in the woods, I liked all the acrobatics that Judo Master was doing to Peacemaker. He was doing the cartwheels and the backflips. He now swung into Peacemaker. He now drop kicked Peacemaker, and during the fight, Peacemaker grabbed Judo Master. He threw him to a tree, and that shit was pretty peak in my honest opinion. Then the fight ended when they were tumbling on the ground, and Judo Master was choking Peacemaker from the back, but Peacemaker, he was smart. He now jumped backwards, and this now made both of them tumble down a hill. The weight of Peacemaker basically squished Judo Master, knocking him out cold. So after this, Peacemaker, he calls Adebayo. He tells Adebayo to pick him up. Adebayo, the real friend that she is, she comes to the location, but we see something that is also happening as well. We see Red Saint Wild. Red Saint Wild, he's a weirdo, bro. He hates Native Americans. He hates Asian people. This nigga is racist too. But Red Saint Wild, I think he has a magical power that, he can find any animal, and he's using this magical power to find Eagly. But before he could do that, Johnny Economos, he intentionally knocks him out, but then he will later claimed that, oh, there was another eagle that knocked you out. I don't know what happened. It's a crazy situation. But Johnny Economos was a real one. He was trying to stall everyone. He was trying to stall Sasha Bordeaux. He was trying to stall Langston. He even nearly got in a fight with Langston by spitting on Langston's face. And Johnny Economos was trying his best. But Sasha, she is so unrelenting. She is so assertive. And I really like that about her character. She's a no-nonsense woman. She is going to go for her mission no matter what. So she is screaming at Johnny Economos, stop stalling. Just open the damn doorway. Just hack into this door so we can go inside this pocket dimensional doorway. But the thing is, Johnny Economos was a real one because he stalled long enough so that Peacemaker could do what he needed to do. But before Peacemaker could do what he needed to do, he had this heartfelt talk with Adebayo when they reached the cabin. And this cabin was located deep inside the woods. And Peacemaker was telling Adebayo that, look, this universe is way better than my reality right now. My reality sucks here. I'm in the dark dimension. I don't know why God or any person that is, cosmic. I don't know why the cosmic world put me in this terrible dimension and they now put the better half in the other dimension. And he now reluctantly admitted to Adebayo that he killed his other half. And Adebayo was trying to tell Peacemaker that, look, you did the wrong thing. Now you are basically destroying their world. You need to realize that you are loved here. But Peacemaker is telling Adebayo that, look, I can't just leave that world. I have to go back. That brother that's still there, he's wondering where that version of Peacemaker is. And basically he thinks that I am that version of Peacemaker in that world. So he has a lot of things to do there. He has a perfect life and he still wants to go back. So then, he now successfully starts the pocket dimensional machine that is needed. And simultaneously, Johnny Economos successfully stalled long enough so that he did not need to hack into the system. And now this is causing Rick Flag Sr. to look like a dumbass because Sasha Bordeaux calls back to Rick and she now tells Rick that, look, mission failed. The doorway literally is just a closet. So Rick Flag Sr., he literally is desperate. And this is where I'm going to talk about Rick Flag Sr.'s desperation, because he goes through the files. He sees someone by the name of Amelia Harcourt and he goes to Amelia Harcourt's address. He has something for Amelia Harcourt. He has a proposal for Amelia Harcourt that Amelia is not going to turn down. And this proposal is that, look, you have been blacklisted and blackballed by Amanda Waller before she left, before Amanda Waller got ousted. And after the whole fiasco where my son died, Amanda Waller got ousted. And before she left, she made sure to take down someone with her, and she took you down. But you can't get a job with any other government agency. But I have a proposal for you, Amelia. This proposal is that you need to tell me where Peacemaker is. You have to lure Peacemaker to me. You have to be a bait for Peacemaker so that I can go to get Peacemaker, so I can go and capture Peacemaker. And Amelia Harcourt, she does not turn that down, because you have to consider Amelia. She doesn't really care for Peacemaker. Peacemaker cares for her, but she doesn't really care for Peacemaker. She likes to keep everyone at an arm's length. She doesn't really like to get close to anyone. She likes to distance herself from everyone. So in her shoes, using Peacemaker as a casualty, it is fucked up. But she is prioritizing her career before Peacemaker. But this is a good juxtaposition and this is a good contrast with Peacemaker's character, because simultaneously Peacemaker wants to get closer with Amelia Harcourt in this universe, even though he also wants to get close with Amelia Harcourt in the other universe. He really wants a universe where he's with Amelia, but Amelia doesn't want a universe where Peacemaker is in it, because she doesn't think of Peacemaker as anything right now. So Amelia agrees to this, and Rick Flag Sr. is showing that his desperation is literally boundless, because he is going to make Peacemaker's friends and supporters slime him. That's why, bro, Amelia Harcourt is the biggest snake in this episode, man. But that's not a bad thing. That's just showing how complex her character is. That's just showing how good the writing is for this show. And I really like that, because in the next episode, we're going to see my boy Peacemaker getting slimed the fuck out. And that's going to be crazy, bro. But what do you guys think of Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 4 so far? Before I sign off, I want to talk about Red Saint Wild's magical powers. I do believe that he has the ability to spell an astral projection from his body. I think that he can potentially be using the red, and the red is a power used by Animal Man and Beast Boy in the comics, so that they can connect to all animal life form and all microorganisms in the DC universe. So if he's using that power, because in the latter half of the episode he spots eagerly with this power, so that's gonna be crazy, man. This is just showing us how fantastical the DCU is. We're having someone, you know, using his powers to use an astral projection to find an eagle. That's crazy, and I really like it. But that's the end of the episode. What do you guys think of this episode? I'm out. Peace.